Welcome back to Love from a Leo. So today's video is going to be the relationship between the Pisces and the Scorpio. So the issue that the Pisces is having with the Sagittarius, we have ships. They're wanting to expand. So if this means that they want to move on, some of you it may be that they literally want to sail away and they want to explore. But for some of you, it could just mean that the Pisces wants more out of life. Generally speaking, it wants more out of life. So it may feel like the issue that they're having is that they feel like they're not getting that from you, and that can, travel into something else depending on how this Pisces is feeling. In terms of the Sagittarius, the issue they're having with Pisces is food and hunger. So the Sagittarius is having issues of feeling like they are getting enough from this person, or they could also have a situation of insecurity that would be similar to someone overcompensating to make up for what they feel like they will never have. So trying to save too much of this person maybe could be smothering in certain ways of the relationship, but in all reality, it's really the Sagittarius may be having issues with feeling like they just don't want someone to go. They don't want them to leave. They want that person there. And so that could be causing friction as well, especially if the Pisces has to do different things in order to expand their life. And that's what why the issue they may be having with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see past, present, future format, how the aura is changing or growing between Pisces and Sagittarius. So in the past, the energy that you both had with each other was the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is a really fun card. I like to see this because this is basically saying that there's a sense of happiness, maybe for some of you, like thinking about weddings or thinking about just moving in together, progressing as a unit. I think you guys really had high hopes for that, and I feel like you guys had a lot of fun around each other, with each other. And you guys, Pisces and Sagittarius, Sagittarius, they love adventures for the most part, or at least it's about exploring new things. And Pisces, I think you're totally down for that, so I feel like that could work in a lot of ways for you guys socially, or even just as a couple, you guys just having this crazy way of bringing out the best in each other. I think that was definitely there in the past. With the world card in reverse, I feel like this cycle kept going, and it didn't necessarily end just yet. So for some of you, it could still be that you guys have this energy still, and that's not the issue, but this is just initially in the past, you guys had this all the time. And I feel like this is an ongoing thing of happiness, right? With the Queen of Wands, the Sagittarius could have been becoming a little different. They could have been being a little bit of a drama queen, wanting to slow things down with you in a way, meaning that they wanted to settle down with you. And maybe the Pisces wasn't ready for that to happen. They were not ready for that new change or that rebirth. In many situations, the Sagittarius wanted to buckle down and maybe, start having kids or get married or something like that, move in together. And it seems as though the other person or the other party was having some issues, with wanting that, because they weren't sure if that's what they wanted, or they weren't sure if that's the route that they wanted to go, yada, yada, yada. Someone felt like they were out of power. They could have felt like things were out of control. Someone started to gain more control. You have the Two of Cups here. So the love is still there. It's just maybe someone is feeling like they have to make a decision because the other person is ready to move on to something else, and they feel like that wasn't fair. One of you maybe leaning towards the Sagittarius, or, either one of you had the tools you needed, but you were not ready to move forward. So yeah, it could have just been cold feet for a lot of you. And this was causing friction between both of you guys as well, because you can't really move forward when someone, especially if it's a big thing or a big upgrade in the relationship, you can't really move forward if one of you doesn't want to do that step, because then it's like, questioning all the time, seeing, is this what I really want? It could, cause different emotions that weren't present before, okay? With the Leo card, we do have a child in the picture popping up, or just energy where you guys really do have what you want in the situation, or you guys realize you guys do want to work things out in the situation, but it's going to take a little bit of help, okay? So let's move on into the present energy of Pisces and Sagittarius. We have the Magician's card. So you guys could be doing your own thing. I think you guys may be working on yourselves individually. So some of you could be not together. Some of you guys still are together. But I do feel like there's some progression happening. What way are the Pisces and Sagittarius being magicians? How are they using their resources? Okay, so there's success. You guys have worked things out. I think a lot of you have just figured out where you guys are going wrong, and wanted to have success in this relationship. For others, it could mean that the Sagittarius realized that they needed to do certain things different, and they're really starting to work on that. Now, for some reason, we do have the Knave of Cups in reverse. So someone is feeling not trusting of the other person. Who is not trusting? So we got the Prince of Wands, okay? So this is mutable fire, so this is definitely Sagittarius. So it seems as though the Sagittarius is not, they don't trust what they have emotionally anymore. For some of you, it can mean that they're not trusting the Pisces in the situation. Why is Sagittarius starting to feel like they can't trust? The Queen of Pentacles. So for some reason, I feel like it may be possessions. Maybe the Sagittarius feels like they don't have what it takes anymore to keep up with this person. Or it could just be an earth sign that's popping up. But we have karma here. So this is something that's kind of a big deal. This is something that is going to take just the universe helping you out and showing you, you know, how your karma falls. We do have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, so it looks as though the relationship is a little wonky between you and this person that could possibly be an earth sign, or depending on placements in each other's chart, you know, how that affects you. But there seems to be an issue with trusting, or feeling like they can trust that they will finally get to that point where they are not doing the same things that have been messing up the relationship in the first place. So let's go ahead and move to the future and see how that plays out, because I do think you guys will move to a different energy, which is the Nine of Swords here. So this is something that, you know, you guys are thinking about. A lot of you could be contemplating, should you guys stay together, should you not be together? So let's see, what are these thoughts about? These thoughts are about, you know, what you guys want individually. So this is definitely like a mental thing. Who's having these thoughts? Who's having thoughts? So we have the Aries card, the Emperor card. So this could be saying, being, you know, depending if you guys have like a moon or certain planets in Aries, this could be saying this is you. I think both parties are having these thoughts, but I do think it's more on a individual level. Like maybe they're not telling the other person that they're having these thoughts, but it's like a quiet understanding. It's like you guys both know that you guys are both weighing your odds, and it could just be because you guys are growing literally outside of each other. What should be done if both are having these thoughts? We got Seven of Cups. So you guys need to narrow down the emotions. I think you guys need to really focus and determine, make a choice. You know, don't think of everything being so wide in the open until you have a clear understanding of how you feel, because it's like if you jump around and make decisions before you really thought about it, it could cause more issues in the future. So make sure you're not being selfish or being too outlandish with all of the thoughts that are consuming you. King of Wands here, Sagittarius popping up again. Make sure that you're checking yourself, you know, if it's in regards to the relationship for both parties, it's saying, you know, really make sure that you're controlling the situation, controlling your emotions, putting action forth, being warm, and really trying to make it work if that is what you're going to try to do. So really just putting down that sword and saying, okay, one of us won, one of us loses, but it doesn't mean that we can't move past that. It doesn't mean that we can't appreciate each other, or it doesn't mean that we have to be together. This card also indicates being okay alone and having, you know, your own things happening. But I don't think that you guys want to put each other in the past just yet. I do see a family, actually. Ten of Pentacles here. So something blossoming, you know. It's just a matter of your priorities and how defensive are you of these priorities, and if the priority is to be with each other, do you have what it takes to really stand the fight, you know, and really push and put that work into the situation and not give up. Okay? And so for Pisces, that may be for you because you're showing up here, Pisces. So this is really interesting. There's a lot more to come for this couple, the situation, this relationship. If you would like to really narrow down and see what issues are being caused, maybe how to fix these issues, and other solutions that I can have available to you, go ahead and email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Also, if you would like any other type of reading that could be dealing with finances, family, past life instances, all types of things, email me again at lovefromaleo@gmail.com, and I would definitely get that set up for you, okay? Oh, don't forget to put 2 signs down below if you would like to see your relationship, and I will get to it as soon as I can, okay? Just be patient with me. I'm trying to get these public readings done, and then also the private readings are really, really coming in, okay? So I need you guys to just be patient, and I will see you guys very, very soon, okay?